Roaring across the roads, a Wiggles book, read by Books for Kids by Flying Dragons. As the sun rose on another pleasant morning, the Wiggles began to stir in their beds. Anthony jumped up quickly. "Time for breakfast," he said with glee. Soon Murray and Sam were also up and about, but Jeff seemed determined to get a little more rest. "Wake up, Jeff!" his friends shouted together. He slowly opened his eyes, and within moments the four friends were in the kitchen, ready to start their day. As Anthony began to make everyone breakfast, he glanced out the window and saw a beautiful day. "What should we get up to on this lovely day?" he asked his friends. The four friends all thought about how they should spend their day. "Well, I think that we should go for a drive in the big red car," Sam suggested. "What a great idea," replied Jeff. "I'd love to go somewhere pretty. We could have a picnic." "I'd love to go to a park and take some photos for my album," Murray suggested. "I'd love to go to the docks at Wiggle Bay," said Anthony. "We could see Captain Feathersword." The Wiggles couldn't decide which option was the best, and so Sam made one suggestion. "Let's do it all!" Everyone agreed, and within moments they were in the big red car. Before long, the Wiggles had cruised across kilometres and kilometres of open road. As Sam pressed the brakes and stopped the big red car, his friends looked out to see a beautiful park in front of them. "This is perfect, Sam," said Anthony. "Thank you for driving us." "Yes," agreed Murray. "This park is lovely." While Sam and Murray laid out a beautiful picnic for everyone to enjoy, Murray wandered around the park and took photos for his big album. And where was Jeff? Asleep, of course. The Wiggles had a wonderful picnic at the park, but before long they were back in the car. They climbed over hills and between mountains until Wiggle Bay came into view. Once they arrived at the dock, the friends jumped out of the car and raced towards the SS Feathersword. They couldn't wait to see Captain Feathersword. As they neared the ship, however, they discovered a wonderful surprise. Henry, Dorothy and Wags were spending the day with Captain Feathersword too. What luck! As the friends met up, they all had the same great idea. "Time for a sea shanty!" Within moments, they were singing and dancing together. Together, the Wiggles and their friends enjoyed lots of wonderful songs and dances. But soon, the air became cool and the sun started to set. Anthony, Murray, Jeff, and Sam said farewell to their friends and headed back to their house. As they sat in the big red car, they all felt extremely happy. They'd had a wonderful day and a magnificent road trip. Before long, Sam parked the big red car out the front of the Wiggles' house. "We're so lucky," he said to his friends. "We're lucky to have the big red car and a wonderful world to explore." "Yeah," everyone agreed together. The Remarkable Road. The world has so many places to go. The mountains, the outback, or even the snow. The beach, a green meadow, a small peaceful park. The brightest of deserts, and forests most dark. But how do we find all these brilliant places? How do we get to such far away spaces? How can we travel to sights near and far? The answer is simple. We drive in a car. Wherever your mind or your heart longs to be, remember it's as easy as counting to 3. You just need a car and someone who can drive. Now, who is the greatest explorer alive? Who is the greatest explorer? You! If you enjoyed this book, please do hit subscribe. We've got plenty more Wiggles and lots of other books we'd love to share with you too.